Hello and welcome to the Trampleback Podcast, episode 115. I'm your host, John Walker, and with me this week is Christopher Conroy.
Hello, kick sniffers.
And John Gavin.
Good evening. Well, whenever you're
This
listening.
feels weird. This feels like a football team messed up. I subbed in for Gary, but then John subbed in for me, but it's really just Gary that's out.
Aye.
Yeah.
Aye, it's just Gary. This is the first ever Trampleback recorded without Gary Black.
It's momentous.
Yeah, Christ. I think he's taking the end game pretty hard.
Have we upped the wattage and the light bulbs in here? Like, if we went for a 60 to an 80, it just feels a bit lighter in here.
We'll ask the listeners when they listen to the podcast if they can
I would
tell
say
us.
it's not a good way to start a podcast. Talking about the lighting in a room.
Right, because we knew Gary wasn't going to be here, because he's had a frightening bill from his local garage.
A frightening bill?
A frightening bill, aye.
Oh, what was it, like a picture of fucking
do you know what?
his dead cat in it or something?
I mean, it was an MOT failed.
All right.
Like it was an expected thing that could happen.
How did that happen in a 15-year-old car?
No, he's driving about in that
No, he's
space
got
bus.
he's got an alright car, but he was in a crash recently, which makes me think,
Why has that not been...
yeah, come on, you break this are definitely because of that crash.
Oh, Gary is a salesman's wet dream. You're going, how much is it going to be for the air in the tyres? Going, well, that'll be an extra 30 quid if we're going to put the air in the tyres for you. Right, okay.
Oh, yes.
And we're going to need to do the 4 tyres. Right, okay, so that's 120. And your spare, right, so that's 150 quid for in your tyres. And Gary will go, do you know what, I'm glad I got it done. Fucking, so he says, listen, I'm not going to be able to make it. The car's goosed.
Can you imagine again? Just making up
can you
shit.
please can you please hammer the Patreon? I'm like, Gary, why don't you hammer the Patreon when you're here? You put out a lot of product, a lot of content. Don't be shy about going, see if you enjoyed it, fling us a couple. We'd love that. And to the existing Patreons, thank you so much for the support.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. We are getting brand new sound equipment very soon.
If we could stop fighting about what we're getting.
Yeah, if we can make a decision, that's the issue, but we're very grateful for the money we have that we're even able to do that.
Do you know what? Gary actually totted up. I think we put out something like 10 hours last month. Do you know what? Between everything, which is a lot. You know, better than where we are, and it's because the people helped us out a wee bit that we felt we had to fucking turn up.
I liked how when I came in and you were telling me about all the different types of equipment, and then you started telling me like all the specifications and all that stuff, and I'm like, I don't really care. I started interested, and then I was like, I've went too deep into this.
But you're more front of house, John. Do you know what I mean? You're not bothered about how the message is transmitted. You're just bothered about delivering the message.
I'm the talent. Don't forget it, bitches.
So you quite happy that's us covered the Patreon, John?
I mean, we should probably explain what the tiers to our Patreon are.
No, go on, have a look. It's there. It's all explained out.
People are lazy, and we are very grateful. So I'm happy to explain quickly that we have a tier 1.
Oh man, you are killing this.
Tier 1's a couple of quid. You get early access to the podcast. Tier 2...
Fuck, between this and the lightning chat, the lightning chat in the room, wow, that's fucking...
You really appreciate Gary sitting there and saying fuck all for an hour and 15 in that chair, don't you?
Gary...
That's the last I'm saying Gary's name.
Tier 2 is a couple of quid extra, and you get the extra content we're talking about. So we give out about 4 or 5 hours last month on episodes.
And I stuck all my wedding photos on there as well.
Did you do that as well? Imagine that. I've got a couple that I've not shown you yet. We were absolutely blazing at that point. And you've got a higher tier, which will give you a discount in the merchandise, which we currently haven't created.
But the higher tier effectively comes to 2 pints of Guinness. Do you know what I mean? We're talking about it, the higher tier, as if you're going to need some kind of payment plan. The higher tier is about 7 or 8 quid.
What kind of merch?
Do you know what we've spoke about t-shirts.
We had a couple of belting ideas on t-shirts as well.
We've been feeding these into the other guy that comes in. He says, meow, meow, meow. Come on, let's go on with the podcast here. That's enough.
Okay, so
hooring.
On to the fun then.
Yes.
Celebrity deaths.
Who's dead?
Not many people know this because it seems to have been like caught up in the wave of another death.
Right.
Is Stevie Chalmers, one of the Lisbon Lions. The one that I most recognised because I remember the goal.
Yeah.
Like Billy McNeil was always just the captain, and I know he was came back with his manager, but Stevie Chalmers, like the goal scorer gets the glory.
Yeah.
Not the captain.
See any of the goals, see any of the photographs of the goal against Inter Milan that you see, he's always see the way both his feet are planted. Like, did it see the photograph? It does. it's kind of as if he's sort of telekinesis willed the ball into the net. You know, like know that he's kicked it. He's kind of going, do you see that? You see that ball moving?
I was looking at his European record as well. How many Scottish players have scored like 30 odd goals in European competition as well? Like,
Yeah.
And so he's the only Scottish player ever to have scored in a European Cup final.
Is he?
And against Brazil.
And against Brazil.
That is a CV and a half. That'd be on my LinkedIn.
Oh, if only Davy Neri had scored against Barcelona or Gothenburg. It was Gothenburg they played in the final.
Yes, that's right. Aye.
Neri was so close, eh?
But it was like, of all the things, understandably, Billy McNeil
Or
died.
John
didn't it?
Collins.
Yeah, aye, but that's true. He didn't give us the lead.
No.
Only Neri and Chalmers have given us the lead against Brazil.
No, I think we went 1-0 up at France 98.
No, we were a goal down, got a penalty.
Aye.
Right, okay. Oh, you're older than me. You're Ken.
That's right, you're only 25. 26, 27?
27.
I'm sure Brazil's second goal was scored quite shortly after the penalty.
Tom Boyd.
And it was kind of like a case of, oh no, don't you fucking try and show off Scotland.
Aye. Settled in there.
Yeah, just you fucking keep yourself in check.
But yeah, this definitely just get caught up in another death that happened.
Yeah.
The death of Peter Mayhew.
It was, but we were talking about it there, similar to Diana and Mother Teresa dying at the same time. Lemmy, David Bowie, kind of when you think you've been hit with a big one, another one comes along, kind of.
You did well no saying another one bites the dust there, because you did do another one.
No, I wasn't going to. I tell you what, see the remaining Lisbon Lions, they must be walking about with a knife and fork in their inside pocket of that green blazer. Another buffet dinner.
I ended up seeing when they did the thing for McNeil at Parkhead, and there's one of them, again, it's maybe just because I don't really pay attention to Celtic players, but I couldn't tell you who they are, but there's one of them that looks like alright, he looks alright, but the rest of them do look like they're quite
Aye, for me
old.
it's Johnson, McNeil and Chalmers. That's the only three I could ever remember, because it's the goal scorer,
Gemmill Craig,
winger and captain.
Gemmill Craig, Simpson,
Danny McGrain, did there?
Johnny Hughes. Oh, he's always got a job, him.
Peter Grant, was he in it?
Wallace never made it.
Anton Rogan.
Darius Dovchik and Anton Rogan were the two subs. Right, let's go on to the wiki.
Yeah, this is a depressing one for me.
See when I read that Peter Mayhew had died, I fucking made the noise. It's like, I fucking chill. Oh! I was thinking about it when we were driving in. Peter Mayhew, Kenny Baker, and Anthony Daniels.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
From the original movies, had the best of the Star Wars fame.
Yep.
Because they could still go to the supermarket and nobody would go, or R2D2 or C3PO. They were allowed to be world famous and still retain anonymity. Whereas if Mark Hamill went anywhere, they all knew. Harrison Ford, David Prowse had it to an extent.
But again, he wasn't really, although he was in the movie.
Would you just count David Prowse as a costume wearer?
Yeah.
Because James Earl Jones did his voice.
It's quite sad. If you ever the one there's a documentary, a Netflix one. What's it called? Is it that's
I'm no your dad.
I'm your father or something like that, and it talks about how he was actually originally meant to do the voice for it, and then they went, "No, we'll get a better voice." But then it kind of leads up into the kind of bit when the Darth Vader's unmasked, and he had filmed a bit where they unmasked him.
This is the point of the whole documentary. See when Luke takes off the Darth Vader mask.
It was meant to be him.
It was meant to be David Prowse, but it's not David
And
Prowse.
George Lucas went like, "Fuck you."
But he made him film it and told them, people were going to see David Prowse's face as Darth Vader. Then he fucked him.
And he didn't find out to the premiere.
Oh, fuck.
And then, because he complained and he kicked up a stink about it, he didn't get asked to conventions or any of the residual stuff that came afterwards. It was always kind of the B list of signing things. But because he was such a tall man, he was kind of fucked with arthritis and the joints and everything. But he had a great, his accent is at Bristol.
Aye. You couldn't have Darth Vader.
You're with me now, Luke.
Was that Bristol? I can't do it.
I will shut the fuck up.
I didn't even. Thing is, I can't.
You put your neck in the line and you
So
go for it.
Prowse was meant to be Chewbacca. That was the part he went for first.
Right.
And got told, no, we're going to use you for Darth Vader.
Right.
I do actually have quite a good Star Wars fact.
Go for it.
Which is, see the guy that plays R2D2 now?
Yep.
He's like I think he's like my mum's second cousin.
R2D2 facts while wearing a NASA hoodie.
Yeah.
That's not a Bristol accent.
Well, wasn't it? It was more kind of German. But
So
it's
the
fact
guy
that
that
you
plays
went for it.
the guy that plays R2D2, surely that's just a fucking robot now. Surely
You would
No,
have
he's-
hoped, but maybe not.
He's originally for Hart Hill. Yeah,
are you sure it's R2D2?
100%.
100%.
100%.
What else has he been on?
Films with wee guys.
Post
I don't know.
boxes.
I don't fucking know what he's been in. Just whatever films where there's wee guys involved.
Right. Okay.
Definitely no Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. That was Deep Roy.
Aye, that was just one.
That was just one guy.
Do I think like, being a radiologist, as Peter Mayhew was, seems like too good a job for somebody that's trying to become an actor?
It depends on the role.
I suppose I just approached because you were huge.
Aye. No, but
But do you think George Lucas just tanned a bit one day like, give me the biggest man you can find?
That's it.
and he must be good at X-rays. See when you said there, see the guy that plays. I thought you were going to go. Is it not like a Scandinavian basketball player that plays Chewbacca now, who's actually a little bit taller than Peter Mayhew was? Like when they started making the movies again, they went for somebody much younger. You know, so that they knew if they were going to be making movies for the next 50 years, if they got a guy in his mid-20s, then
Surely they'd be able to get another big guy.
But Peter Mayhew was on set to coach him, you know, how to move, how the shoulders moved, how the arms moved. You know, they wanted continuity, and
They could have just went to like one of the fucking NBA drafts and just be like, he's that big cunt.
Somebody who didn't get picked.
Aye.
Sorry, the Cavaliers didn't take you, but you want to be in Star Wars Episode 9?
Your 3-point shots are shite. But listen,
Aye.
can you make a noise like a dog?
Here, Bigfoot ever been to Morocco? Is that Techno Peter?
He's back. He's getting set up.
He's kicked off. It sounds like kind of guitar-y type music he's playing tonight though.
It builds up.
I think this is his first communion set because we're getting into May. He'll have a couple of busy Sundays in the miners' welfares.
Get Stevie Chalmers' funeral to play. Get the tunes blaring.
Have you ever approached him about the noise?
No, he approached us about the internet.
I know that, but have you ever like chapped his own? Says, listen,
Oh, it's his
any
space.
chance?"
We could
Space,
do it at different times. You know, I'm sure that Techno Peter doesn't work Wednesdays. Like we could do a Wednesday and Techno. See if he wants to get in there and steadily rise, you know, up the BPM. Then we're glad you're creating something, Peter.
Oh, well.
So are we done with Peter Mayhew?
Yeah, we've done with Peter Mayhew and Stevie Chalmers.
Who's left for Star Wars?
Who's left?
Harrison Ford.
Ford's still alive. Mark Hamill's still alive.
Okay,
But he's out of the films now, so
Anthony Daniels.
he's still alive, I'm sure.
I think he is.
I feel like we would know he was dead.
Palpatine. No, that was fucking years before, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Who else have we got that's still kicking about the now? Jimmy Smits.
The Scottish,
He wasn't in the
fucking
original.
Scottish pilot. Fucking
Read something or
Aye, Ewan McGregor's
Dennis
uncle,
Lawson?
Dennis Lawson. I think he's still alive.
You think we get a wee poll?
No, he wasn't. I was thinking he was Fleabag's dad.
no, that was Bill Patterson.
Yeah, but Dennis Lawson is, I think, still alive.
Aye, definitely. Definitely.
And George Lucas.
Well, he sold up, hasn't
Lando Calrissian.
Of course, because he's back.
Yeah,
he is like a renegade master.
sexiest man in the universe, running his own planet. Cool as fuck. Betrayed all his pals and they're like, it's all right, Lando. It's all right. I know you fucking froze. You froze Han Solo, but it's all right.
Is that velvet? I mean, that collar is so crisp.
Yeah. He's a very. I mean, the fact that he actually got away with it and they still hung about with him. I know if somebody did that to one of my pals, like froze them in carbonite, I probably would maybe say something about it.
They knew the score.
Nah. Just a very persuasive man. He's probably the same guy that did Gary's MOT. I'm imagine fucking Gary turning up in Lando Calrissian was doing his MOT. He'd absolutely spunk his pants.
I think that's the position he's in. Right, what else you got? What stories you got?
Right, this week's news, we've got Tommy Robinson campaigning
Right.
on his political.
To be a full MP?
Aye, this is where the story gets a wee bit tricky. So this is obviously the video of him being scudded by a milkshake.
What, when he's down there sort of taking the dust off the bones? Like he's in a trench?
Aye, well, kinda, yeah. I mean, for every milkshake thrower there does seem to be some people who like him, and that's more alarming.
Do you know the people that like Tommy Robinson the most? are
people who don't throw milkshakes?
No, are the news cameramen and the news anchors that keep reporting on what he's up to. See if they just fucking let him go.
Do you know, son, I don't actually think what he's doing has been reported on that much. The majority of what I've seen is stuff that's originated on Twitter and Facebook, rather than necessarily on the news. Because like when he gets scudded with the milkshake, it wasn't until like the day after before even any of the kind of major news channels even picked up in the story. And it was purely because it gained so much traction online. So I don't actually think it has been covered as much as what you would see. That's quite a good thing. I mean, it's more fucking worrying that they're continuing to fire up UKIP stuff. Like, I don't know if you've seen about the guy saying about the woman MP.
Something about raping her?
Aye.
Which is like a headline that probably you shouldn't be reading.
Well, it was apparently, I think it was like last year he'd said something like she wouldn't even get raped. Right, which is a fucking horrific, horrible thing to say. And then he get challenged at some sort of event, and he was like, "Oh, I'll maybe rape her if you want me to," or something along those lines.
Yeah,
I bet the words I've had.
And
aye.
You're like, that's fucking the fact that these people exist at the minute. It's horrible.
And I've said this for ages. There doesn't seem to be any criteria to run if you've got your own funds.
I mean, if you're being backed
But
by...
the blockage is 10 grand. Like, I could have ran in the EU elections, I just needed 10 grand.
Mm-hmm.
I think...
which he has, because he's got all his Patreon and stuff like that.
I think politics is very similar to the comedy industry, in the sense that...
it's full of dicks.
Aye, there's a load of stupid wee guys fucking for everybody. No, see, just because you've got the platform to say something, doesn't mean you should. Do you know, you see, because the platform's there, whether it be Twitter, an open mic night, a campaign to stand on a single issue, a chance to go into a parliament or a council. See, just because you've got the opportunity, doesn't mean that you should.
I see the wee guy that chucked. I remember saying this to somebody. See the wee guy that chucked a milkshake. How many McDonald's stores do you think he had to go to find one that had the fucking machine on?
Well, the thing,
and how long?
It was their drive-through, was it? It was their drive-through.
Machines on the day.
right,
Aye.
The thing I got for the video.
And have you ever tried to suck a McDonald's milkshake through a straw?
Well,
he must have just been fed up with it and went, fuck this.
I could have get bruised.
That's what I put on. That's what I put on fucking Facebook. Where the comment I put was like, "You're drinking a McDonald's milkshake with a paper straw, and then Tommy Robinson turns up. What the fuck you got to do?" Fucking sick drinking this pish. See, when you get a McDonald's milkshake now, they should really give you like 5 straws.
How many slices?
That spoon.
Aye.
Just a spoon would be easier.
I end up having to drink one like a normal juice, like just like pouring it up and like kind of biting into it like a fucking horrible ice cream. All my fillings.
Do you want the rind off my milkshake here?
But the thing, and again with the Robinson thing, if he'd come up and talked to me and I had a milkshake, I maybe would have chucked it at him. But but the thing about it is, and without trying to sound like fucking wanky in, right? See if you just walked up to somebody and chucked a milkshake at them in the street, regardless of what went on, then you should probably face some sort of punishment or warning for that.
You should be forced to finish a milkshake.
With the paper straw.
The brain freeze.
Well, I hate where this is going. So I fell too deep into this story, and I was.
Did you end up commenting online?
No. I just get really curious because I thought.
Curious about what?
The wee guy's chucking the milkshake. I get curious as to what this was about.
So
the chronology of me reading this was I seen the milkshake incident, then I seen a Instagram video of the wee guy on Twitter later on that night in the car with his pals,
right?
Saying that the police had taken him away at Tommy Robinson's request because he'd assaulted him, and then let him out at the train station and told him not to come back. So they told Tommy Robinson he was getting arrested and let him go, and he's sitting laughing at it. Then there was videos released of the wee guy pushing 2 women out the way to get to Tommy Robinson earlier, with his Instagram stories in his face.
Right.
And he's screaming at him, but he knocked over an old woman. So that's apparently where, when Tommy Robinson goes up to him to say you were being all aggressive earlier, you knocked over a woman, that was apparently what... I mean, he's been a wee dick going up to him, because the guy's a 17-year-old boy. The
very idea that Tommy Robinson would defend women instead of beating up his own partner is absolutely frightening. You know, that's what I want to see in the 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock and 10 o'clock news.
Yeah.
Convicted wife beater.
Up against an immature 17-year-old wee guy who happens to be from a religion.
I thought the road that you were going to go down with that there, John, was I think he's gave the wee guy 50 quid to fling the milkshake at him.
No, we're not.
Because he's going to be fucking everywhere.
Nah.
The better video was, don't know if you've seen the one with the woman with the pram.
Aye. Just tell him he's full of shit.
Why don't you just fuck off?
Aye.
Who's
saying that?
No,
why don't you fuck off? Yeah, that was a much better video.
Off.
There was another video kicking about as well where there was like a kind of mass brawl. I don't know if you saw that one.
Was that when the girl punched him?
I'm not really sure.
There was I mean, there has to be a point where, if you're campaigning and there are people physically punching you in the street, you have to realise you're not very likeable.
Well, when you see all the guys that's running about with him, yeah,
they're all drinking beers.
Aye,
it's not a campaign trail.
They just
see somebody that had done the close up of one of his supporters' inside jacket pocket, and there was a packet of Quavers in there. It was like that Quavers crisps of the racists.
That'd be terrible having a packet of crisps in your inside pocket if you're a bodyguard for Tommy Robinson.
Aye,
you'd just be eating a packet of dust.
How lax is your security that's your bulletproof vest?
It just seems to be all the guys that you see kicking about with him are guys that kind of really wish that they'd been in the football factory.
Oh, yes, 100%. Aye. England don't have any internationals till June.
Aye.
Tommy Robinson's on tour.
It does seem to be everywhere, but is it really everywhere?
No, it isn't really everywhere. I think the vast majority of sane people go, that's fucking out of order. But again, it's a bit like a lot of other things, that mental folk tend to be an awful lot louder than sane people. And see, if you're really, really mental, you fucking shout all the time about loud. Mad shit. And then if you make more noise, then it seems that you're more bigger than you actually are. If you look at what's happened to UKIP and stuff like that, and all the kind of elections and stuff recently, they've just been absolutely fucked.
Right, what's the next set of elections? Europeans in the 23rd?
Yes.
What's going to happen?
I've no idea.
They're just fucking trying for folk to have a month holiday.
There's a lot of support for Labour and Conservatives that went south. The Lib Dems and Greens have gained a lot more council votes.
There's all these wee fucking splinter parties are starting up as well, like the Anne Widdecombe thing. Imagine how fucking shit your party is that you've got to invite Anne Widdecombe.
Imagine Christmas party night.
Oh Jesus Christ. I'll give you a dance. I was on the telly.
Who does Tommy Robinson run on behalf of?
Himself.
Has he got his own party?
Aye.
So does he have other people running in other areas? Or just him?
I think it's
like
maybe
Tommy
just
Robinson's cousin.
So I think the fact that we know nothing about that means that he's probably not got any chance of doing anything.
I think
where's he standing? Is it Birmingham?
I honestly don't know, actually. But he was in Warrington. So he is spreading himself around.
The bigger thing for me, though, is who...
I'm going to check resident advisor. See when Tommy Robinson's coming to town.
Who is funding him? I know that he is obviously getting a lot of fucking donations and all that.
That's what it is.
But that only gets you so far.
What's not a Patreon, but what is the
Kickstarter?
GoFundMe?
GoFundMe.
Aye.
Right,
I think they've spelt that wrong.
But see,
that was when he was in prison.
To have people sponsoring you with that sort of thing, that's only going to give you probably enough to actually stand for your deposit for running for an election.
No, he's in a £2 million house.
But that's the thing I'm meaning. That's the point I'm getting at. Is if you look at
see what he's doing as he's the sideshow. Like that's just a day job. Like that Tommy Robinson, the character, as the job that he gets to stay in a nice house, and I'm pretty sure he can. I'm sure he fucking shakes it off, puts on a paisley patterned fucking dressing gown, a cravat, sits in his smoking chair, and when he speaks in the voice of Stephen Yaxley Lennon, and speaks like a thespian that was raised in Brian Blessed's farm, and puts Tommy Robinson to bed for the day.
I think it's more likely.
It's a character.
that-
Tommy Robinson's a character.
I think
Yeah.
it's more likely that he's been funded by. See, if you look at a lot of the kind of Brexit stuff and where a lot of that money came from,
It's
there's a lot
disruption.
of fucking yeah.
It's disruption and distraction.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter. Like, see the people that are funding him. It doesn't matter what side wins, good or evil, liberal or right wing or left wing. It does not matter what side wins, as long as there's disruption. People make money from the chaos in markets, the up and down of financial.
I'm looking forward to like 10 years' time when it's like the big celebrity Big Brother and it's fucking Anthony Joshua and Tommy Robinson. Joshua just knocking fuck out.
I think you're wrong though, because right now we're in like a situation where there's a serious climate issue going on, but there's been a royal baby, so we should probably talk about that instead.
Right, what do you want to do? Do you want to do the climate or do you want to do the baby?
We've still not seen that baby.
We've still not seen that baby.
What can I? What's shade in the colour
Just-
chart is that baby? That is
I
what
just-
fucking hunters are mad cunts are saying. On
Harry
Twitter.
and William are
What shade is it? Is that a black one? A black ginger one? I'm not standing for that.
I'm not waving my Union Jack for a cappuccino, baby.
Fuck Tommy Robinson.
that is the video that's been shared around as the
That she's given
women on
birth
the
to Lando Calrissian.
woman on the street that had the
Oh, do you know what? I've not watched any of those
What did
videos.
she
It looked like slagging the mentally ill.
no. It was the way she had a mixed race balloon. That's it. That's what she called it.
A mixed race
Of
balloon.
Of a baby, like an inflated baby.
Right?
And it was mixed race because that was what she was saying. It's like they're selling these now because of this. And
Just
you're
need
like,
to knows.
whoa, okay.
Fucking that's it. That
Can you
is-
can you imagine they had one of those balloon parties and it wasn't the gender? Well, it wasn't blue or pink. It was pink or brown or black. You know, it was just a Pantone chart of.
That's a very fucking small window they've got to sell the balloons though.
Yeah,
Because we're going to see this baby quite soon. That's a fucking terrible bit of business. Whoever's making these balloons.
Wait till
How,
that.
how quick are they fucking firing them out?
Wait
They
till,
can have them in a fucking 2-day window.
wait till that little mixed race kid sees what his dad does at Halloween.
It's just annoying though because Harry's probably the only one you've been pushed to semi-like.
No.
Really?
I don't think,
William and Kate?
I don't know, but they've been pushed to be liked as a British thing. Harry's been pushed on younger people, I think, to be like, guess fuck
Well,
up. He's just like one of yous. He is just a young boy.
He's like the royalty version of the word. Youth royalty.
And I was a big fan of Suits, so it's really hard not to like either of them. It was really painful.
Was she any good in Suits? I never ever watched it.
Yeah, she was exactly what you'd think she was meant to be in Suits.
A secretary?
Yeah, a fantastic looking.
Alright.
She was the main piece. Oh, she was brilliant.
The
main piece.
The main
Wow.
piece of the romantic story that was involved. I said that.
Backtracking quickly.
See, when I
Yeah.
listen back to these episodes, I have terrible pausing moments.
Yeah.
It's the fact the two guys say that like in unison.
Peace.
Like the fucking
Do you know when they were.
Lanarkshire male voice
She
choir.
is part of the Ross and Rachel story of Suits,
Right, okay.
but because she's met Prince Harry, she went, I don't need this acting job anymore.
Right. I don't particularly like any of them. As a focal point, I don't know what they're like as people.
What difference is it going to make?
Nothing.
Well, do you know what? See, their kid has got a better chance at a normal life than his brother's kids. Because the two boys,
See it free.
fuck no, it's-
He's got Wayne's in
I'm
it.
sure it said free, and I went, when?
you'd need to go to Buckingham Palace and go to the small museum and see how many eggs were hatched.
Well, there's the
Because they probably keep the shells, wouldn't they?
there's the rumours as well about William that he's meant to have been doing the dirty. How could they do that to Kate? That's what they're all saying.
I
How
know.
can he even do that to Kate?
Is this one of these pop bitch newsletter emails
No,
that you
this
get
is-
about
no,
gossip?
this
This
is
is
aye.
pretty big on certain news channels, yeah.
when?
Would you
No British news channels because they wouldn't dare.
see this woman? Apparently she's quite high society. And would you believe that she's got like a horse face? Would you believe that?
No.
Nah.
Yep, she's got big teeth, teeth and a
does
horse
it
face.
does it tell you who he's meant to have pumped?
Aye,
Who was it?
some woman. I just seen somebody put on a thing saying, "Imagine him cheating on Kate with this," and it was just pictures of this woman, and
I mean,
she's not as good looking.
The
but
reality is, people will
she
cheat.
might have better pattern.
Doesn't matter who you are, what you are, men, women, doesn't matter. People will cheat if they're bored.
Kate might be a good-looking woman, but then again, she might be a bit of an arsehole.
And Will, you might be a cunt or not.
Yep. He's just fucking what he watches his telly.
But she's the one in the position not to cheat though.
Well, I don't know how they're going to survive this. Do you know, this will be the first time there's been any kind of history within it in the family.
Yeah, if only he could read his mother's playbook.
Yeah,
this
is obviously the worst thing that any of them have done in a generation.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm. The dirty rotters.
Do you know what I want to talk about? Totally unrelated to Prince Andrew. Kevin Spacey.
Right, okay.
Right.
You brought this up. Mate, I've been reading into this. This is fucked up.
The last I saw of him was his Christmas video.
Have you watched House of Cards?
I watched the first series, but then I kind of fell out of the way.
Right, okay. See how you'd think that certain things are just make believe and would never happen in real life?
Right.
There's some weird shit going on.
I forwarded this on you.
Yeah.
The main players in his upcoming trial, was it the judge?
The judge, no, the lawyer.
The lawyer
of the
prosecutor.
Prosecutor. The person who owned the bar where the incident took place, who was one of the key witnesses.
Right.
That's the main two.
All in the space of days.
All in the space of days.
Dead.
One
of them ran over with a car. The driver was let go. Aye, gone. So
is that something that did happen in House of Cards as well?
Well, no, it's just there's a lot of people dying in House of Cards.
Just before the court case happens, somebody falls in front of a motor.
Kevin Spacey put in, they die.
I don't know if you ever saw it. It's slightly unrelated.
I would like to see a video from him this week. This week.
Do you not remember the one when it was at the Grenfell Tower? And it was the original House of Cards, the BBC one.
Aye.
And it was like they kind of did a fire and it was like a block of flats come down. That was a story. It was for like the 80s, the original House of Cards.
I'd say 90s.
Was it 90s? I thought it was 80s, but it was I was saying I linked it. But it
was on Netflix for a while. The original House of Cards.
Really?
Aye.
But there was a story in it. Somebody showed the Grenfell Tower thing, and then they showed the clip for House of Cards, and there was so many different things that happened in House of Cards that all happened with Grenfell Tower as well. And it was all fucking diversion tactics, and like the PM just gone like that. Oh,
aye,
that's all right. That'll keep the fucking poor ones in check.
That'll keep the peasants quiet.
Aye, how is that not came through?
What, a bigger news story?
Yeah, I'm going to need reading that again.
So what? So the two people
they've lost the key witness. The key witness.
See the person.
The key witness. too busy wanting to talk about my Finland story.
See the person that was accusing him under a motor dead.
The wee boy that was in fucking
there's now an adult.
No, he's a victim. I think there's a guy in the bar. The key witness is one of the barmen or the bar owner.
Right.
That's dead.
Right, so anybody that's trash talked Kevin Spacey,
anyone who's backed the boy up is dead.
Aye.
The prosecutor who knows the case inside out they're now going to have to get a second lawyer in who's going to have to get from out of a case with like a week to go.
Aye.
Which they'll manage, but
David Prowse said he was available as long as he could use his own voice.
Stevie Chalmers said he would be paralegal.
The Lisbon Lions were notoriously anti-Kevin Spacey's antics. It's all adding up now, isn't it?
Oh. The big House of Cards.
First witness.
Fucking hell, man. Well, do you think it's related to the video that Spacey put out at Christmas? that creepy video.
See if you go back and watch that now. He's probably saying, "Do you know what? I'm going to fuck all yous up just after Easter. See you soon." No, do it again. I'll hit my ring off the table, and it'll be just like Frank Underwood.
I've not seen that story. Was it just buried under other stories?
Basically, aye.
Royal babies
completely
and
ignored.
shit.
Aye, royal babies. Trump giving Tiger Woods a.
And the planet's getting fucking roasting.
Right, you want to do your ecological stuff?
Yeah,
John
I mean,
Walker.
so there was the
John Walker's ecological corner.
Do you remember how long ago it was we talked about the solar frickin' roadways?
Mate, they're still on my Twitter.
I still watch that.
Did you say the solar frickin' roadways?
That's the name of the video, yeah.
No, that was the name of the episode. They were called Solar Roadways. Right. And we showed John this, and then the name of the episode was Solar Freaking Roadways. But John was so enamoured with the idea, like he could not understand.
I couldn't stop looking at it.
Why it just wasn't happening immediately.
So you could light up the roads at night.
Right.
All just for solar powering. You could close down lanes there and then. You could literally just replace brackets of it in and out and you'd be done.
Oh, but what would happen to all the guys that's making loads of money off electricity? What would happen to them, John?
Oh, no.
Oh.
Maybe that's why it's not happening.
What would happen to all the factories that's making the light bulbs, John?
But they'd be making all the solar panels and the replacement panels.
What about Gavin Shell and his family?
Shit, you're right. I never thought of them.
Alison BP.
Davy Texaco.
Davy Texaco's had a hard year.
And Jet for the Gladiators.
Davy Texaco's my new favourite.
And for our Highland listeners,
Alfred Chevron.
John Gleaner Oils. The families would all be destroyed. And just small family companies.
What would happen to all the people and all their money, John, if they did the solar panels?
Francois Total.
You're raising good points.
Imagine what they did if they had a cure for cancer. Imagine what would happen then.
We can't all just live forever.
Can't all just live forever?
See when we were
it's all money, John.
See when we were having
it's all money.
See when we were having the chat. Well, very similar to the Tesla, Edison, AC versus DC, what you were going to use to power houses. Do you know what? But the people that ended up winning were the people that had a lot of money and copper. So the copper mines won.
AC versus DC sounds like an amazing tour bus fight.
It does. It does.
Well, it was the same with, even if you go back to like oil, and a lot of it was the kind of the fact that hemp and stuff like that was kind of like taken off the market was because they made so much more money from the other things that they could use for paper and shit.
Always comes back to free the weed, doesn't it?
Always free the weed. Hemp can do everything though, so.
But again, paraffin oil was another one where it was a lot of kind of fucking how America was built on was how they could, the electricity get held back because of the companies that were making the paraffin oil. Because they tried to say electricity was dangerous and bad. But it was alright to just have a fucking highly flammable liquid in a glass container in your house.
So this one's a weird one.
So do you think solar roadways are going to be...
Never a thing, no. I wish it would, but no.
Well, the thing is you'd have the investment for it, but then who's actually going to make the money from it once the investment's been made?
Yeah, because it essentially needs to be an all-nothing situation.
It's going to take somebody like Bill Gates dying and then, or fucking Abramovich.
What was the name
Abramovich dying and saying, I'll give you all my money.
What was the name of the tower? Was it the Westinghouse Tower or the Westingate Tower that Tesla invented? Where, see, if you took a geographical area as a circle, right? Let's take that as the circle,
was this
right?
His battery that he made?
He made a battery in Australia that powered like the full of Australia for a day.
That was Elon Musk.
Sorry, I'm thinking because of Tesla. Sorry.
Right, so it's a Westinghouse Tower, and there is still a couple of them in America. What it was is it was this large tower that went up there for the middle,
right?
And what it done was it sent a charge into the atmosphere, and you were able to power everything within that dome, everything within that area. You could run the cars, the electricity, everything off it. And
is this like electromagnetic pulses or something? Or?
I'll send you the stuff like they done it and it worked. Like, have you seen the movie The Prestige?
No. It's a magic one, isn't it?
The Bowie plays Tesla in it, right? And what happens
How does that song go?
No, he's playing a part like Tommy Robinson, and he's got light bulbs in the ground. The ground are charging the light bulbs.
Right.
It looks like magic, but it's because the atmosphere's charged.
Right. Okay.
And that's how it works. And the idea was give this information away, give this away free, but it's been sort of held back. So see when Tesla died and the hotel room in New York, he had a whole floor. See when he died, the safe get ransacked. See all the plans, all the patents, all the ideas that were in the safe get ransacked. You know who was the first guy in the room?
Kevin Spacey. It's John Walker doing.
He's probably winning another $3,000 in accounting.
No, I'm trying to find out the exact wording of what this story's actually saying.
What, about Spacey or about the Finnish?
The climate summit in Finland.
Right, okay.
So this was attended by the US Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, who took from it.
Which is ironic.
Which,
A fucking
so
a town that was fucking murdered by nature.
You've seen the one of
That's his name.
you've seen the one of Pompeii, and it was meant to be somebody that was having a chug. It's fucking somebody encased in like that was burnt, and can I know how the people are like that, and it was somebody who was fucking looked suspicious like they were having a chug.
That's
at
like
the time.
Archie Hiroshima doing your fireworks chat at the primary school.
So I can't tell if this is like the money goes round and runs everything type argument, or if he's just taking the greatest silver cloud ever.
Right.
He's saying that the temperature's rising twice as quickly as anticipated in the Arctic Circle. The sea ice is now melting to just plain ice, and it's clearing pathways. So he's now discussing how quick America can deliver to the Nordic areas now. And it's just
Fucking hell.
But he has now, after this meeting, cancelled a meeting on climate in Germany.
Right.
So this has only happened like in the last hour. So they're now trying to figure out what the emergency is that he's having to go back to.
Right. Scotland's declared a climate emergency.
Yep.
Who else?
Well, Finland tried to today, but this is what I'm trying to read. It's literally just happening. They couldn't agree on the wording of what they wanted to put in the climate report, and that's why it's been rejected by all the other states.
I don't think...
Is that Finland or America?
Finland have submitted it and they're all rejecting it because of the wording in it. And I think it's because they're claiming that the temperature is rising double what it should be.
Finland?
Yeah, which makes it
it
really bad.
Aye, because they're closest to it.
Because we're already anticipating it being terrible as it is.
Well, they reckon we've got 10 years to change our ways, or we can... Right, okay, you are a fucking super green environmentalist, John. Right, you feel really passionately about it.
I do.
I'm putting to you, we just put a date. We just put a date on it. The 3rd of July, 2048.
Right.
That's it.
We just say
we're done. That's the last day.
That we can change anything. Or
no. That's the day it ends. See if they could put a date on it.
Oh, if that's how they sell it.
Aye.
Everyone would just go mental, man.
See, if they did do that, though, there'd be somebody saying, no, it'll last longer. There's cunts that fucking think the world's flat.
that documentary's amazing.
I started
beyond
watching
the curve.
I was like, I just
Those
wasn't
two
in the mood for
creeps,
it.
man.
Lee Griffith, he's a big fan of
Flat Earth is real. Flat Earth is it's like Jolly Boat, John.
Well, if you look at the fucking again, if you look at the way that things have been happening with Brexit and all that sort of stuff in this country, like people are faced with real hard and fast facts, and then somebody comes along and says, "No, that's a lot of shite," and just because there's so much confusion and stuff that there's so much arguments, and so none actually happens.
See, the minute the president was able to be shown a video of himself saying something and him going, "I didn't say that," that was when facts no longer mattered.
The
Post-truth.
fucking the WikiLeaks thing.
Have you ever seen?
Is that the video you're talking about? Aye.
Not just anyone.
All right.
Just anyone of Trump's lies that he's been shown and went, I didn't say that.
I don't know if you saw that one recently where he was going like that. There was all these videos of him going, "Oh, WikiLeaks is great, WikiLeaks is great," and then they went, "Oh, what do you think about WikiLeaks?" He's like, "I don't really know about
I've
that.
never heard of it.
Never heard it." But your face, but again,
I heard that, see when Billy McNeil was heading the buzz, like see when they kicked the ball up high in the air for Billy McNeil to head back, I heard after he'd put the ball back up in the air, Trump was heading it back to him.
Right, okay. Aye.
And that guy has had so much head trauma that he should never be in the position that he's in. Like, just fucking call it. Going, his tiny hands are shaking, he's wearing a nappy. If you take that fucking wig off him, then he does look like the old sick man that he is.
Do you think if Donald Trump dies, Joseph Simonovic could score a goal and we could get some artwork of Donald Trump heading the winner?
Aye. Imagine Simonovic doing the State of the Union address next year.
He's as qualified as anyone that's there now.
Oh,
well, I think if you look at the Trump thing, again, I think it's quite similar. I don't want to necessarily go back to the guy, but the Tommy Robinson thing, that he's a front for various different fucking parties that you'll never ever find out about, because the climate change will have got us by then.
So what's happening with solar roadways? What's happening with Finland, John? What do you want to see happening? What one message to do things a little bit differently can we? Like, one thing I've noticed is people refilling their own water bottle, which I think's a good thing. And there's signs up all over Glasgow now saying, "We'll fill your water bottle for nothing." Brilliant.
Do you know what I would reminiscent of though? Livestrong wristbands,
right?
It's cool today. It's the fucking fashionable thing
Well,
today. So that's, I honestly think, don't get me wrong, I do think that there are people who are buying these water bottles for the right reasons, but I do think that there are a lot of people buying them because it's cool today.
You could take that water bottle and, and reuse it 3 or 4 times.
Be clear. No more than a week.
Is that...
Because the temperature rising in the bottle, you're getting chemicals going into the water if you do that. That's why a plastic
Well, after this fucking podcast, I embrace sweet death.
So, I don't mention who I work for a lot, but it's the Virgin and Clydesdale Bank I work for, because they've now merged, and it's really, it's really Virgin, but we'll still call it Clydesdale because we're the one with the bank membership.
How do you find a Virgin and Clydesdale?
We had a poll in work, just a simple question: is there anything green that we could do to improve? And we all said that we have Costa on every floor that use cups that cannot be recycled, and we have water cups that cannot be recycled.
Mm-hmm.
And they gave everyone in the office a water bottle and a coffee cup to take to Costa. And Costa have stopped ordering cups, and we've stopped providing plastic. So there's an actual business who you're normally told that.
But at the same time, you do have hedge fund money in the Amazon.
Well, they're not. See, be honest, they're not a small bank, but they're not one of the big banks. But you do hear that people don't do anything. They're at least doing something like that. It's a small thing, but everyone now has their own water bottle.
So somebody fucked with our bin this week, right? And
fucked with the bin in what kind of way?
Mate, they fucked with our bin and see...
Put a set of alloys on it.
A subwoofer. A Fido Dido in the back quadrant.
On a mission. Big sticker on a mission.
As soon as the bin was empty, there was 2 full bin bags went into it. So when we went to put the bin on, we've just emptied that, and some fuckers fucking put 2 full bin bags. Raging. So I had the bin that was in the house bin the day. Went to the purely bin. There's 2 nefarious fucking extras in it. So I was like, fuck it, we've still got 2 weeks before these get emptied in the conventional way. So I put them in the motor. I was like, I'll just drive them to the dump. I'll put them in there. The dump, because today, I don't know what was happening, sort of bank holiday weekend, loosely here. I don't know if it was an in-service day for the council, but when I got onto the weighbridge, the guy says, we're closed to the public today, but if you drive round the back, you can dump them there. And there are a lot of recycling and rubbish points that I could go to. Mm-hmm. There's one in Blantyre, one in Cambuslang, this one was in Easterhouse. And I could not believe the fucking waste. See, like, stuff that had just been tossed, like mattresses, televisions, fridges, and with all the other stuff. I'm going, oh, fuck. But it was piled high. It was like, each thing was like a 3-story building. You're going, the fuck do we do with all this?
See, if you look at the sort of climate change thing, there is obviously a large movement there to make a change, but there are too many people that are fucking no. If you look at we're slagging off the McDonald's straws thing, right? You kind of go, all right, it's fucking not the end of the world. I maybe just ask them for an extra straw.
It is the end of the world.
Right? There's a fucking change.org fucking petition for McDonald's to bring back plastic straws, which got like quite a few thousand. We're into the tens.
The issue with me is, though, they've switched to paper, which isn't any better. And
isn't it?
No, not really, because it's going to be used in a way that you can't recycle it. Right. Because it's getting used in drinks. So therefore it can't be recycled. So it's they should have bought biodegradable. You can get biodegradable plastic or a likeness that can literally just be chucked away and it will get rid of itself. There's the wee guy Boyan Slat, who's part of the Ocean Cleanup Drive, who created this tool that essentially cleans up all the plastic from the ocean. Right. It can only work in like a half-mile radius at a time. Right. But he was only 17 when he started the company. He spent 4 years. He's now 21. He spent 4 years getting enough funding to do 4. In that time, the plastic in the water has risen by like 400,000 times. So in the time that he's trying to do the work that he's doing, the situation is just gone. It's away. So they've essentially moved from America to Holland because they're going to just focus on between Holland and Britain.
Like, fuck.
Because they've realised that that's probably the best they could do with the money they've got. Right. But you're talking about one wee guy who's like 17, like, you know what I mean? No life experiences, went, that's a bit fucked up. I'm just going to raise money and build this machine.
It's the kids that's going to save us.
That's what I'm saying. It shouldn't be. There should be somebody going, surely we could make money out of this, though. Like, you're cleaning up the oceans around every country.
But where do you make money out of that, John? Where the fuck do you make money out of tidying the
private donors who want
sea?
to be linked with it? That's where he's got money from so far.
Just a sort of greenwashing.
There are literally people who have got too much money.
Like
Bill Gates is leaving all his money to charity funds, and he should just be like doing it now. Like you want, what sort of fucking maniac doesn't want the gloating of all your money solving things?
See if Bill Gates did that now. Like he just gave. See if he kept some back. See if Bill Gates goes into Nando's after doing that. You would need to be an absolute arsehole to charge that man for his chicken, wouldn't you? Go on, do you know what, Bill? Thanks.
Cheers for solving the plastic. We'll even give you a plastic straw this time. Thanks,
Bill. The chicken's on me. The chicken's on me. He could have Nando's 3 times a day if he wanted.
Fuck, it's fucked.
I mean, obviously the UK is better than it used to be, but if you look at some of the other countries, and
I think we're producing more waste. Even though we're recycling more, we're producing more waste.
We do produce a lot of waste, but then if you look at some of
we're the problem.
I think we're a part of the
that
problem.
Attitude's the problem.
Like,
I don't think we're the main player in the problem.
We're not the tipping point.
No.
As long as they're burning 15 tyres in Delhi to fry one egg.
That's exactly it.
India's
the tipping point. If they don't switch off coal right away. No, China already fucked it, but India are the tipping point. If they don't go off of coal energy immediately, we're all fucked. That's what rises it so quickly, is their introduction of coal into their emerging markets, and then we're fucked. So they need to go straight. They need to buy. So it was, somebody said to me, was like, in India, hardly anyone had an actual telephone like linked into the house. So they went straight from no communication to mobile phones.
Right.
And that's essentially what we need to get them to do with energy.
Right.
Bypass coal and go straight to gas. Or something better. But coal is a killer.
If there's going to be
coal is a killer.
If there's going to be one country that could run solar power,
it's quite sunny over there.
I think Akon said that. I think rapper Akon made that exact point.
What?
That India was the country that you could get that. And India,
what a smart man.
And essentially the full continent of Africa as well.
Why does he not get involved? Does he not run a diamond mine now? I'm sure he runs. I'm sure there's something like he runs a diamond.
That a water company does something. Is that 50 Cent? I don't know.
50 Cent had an energy drink. I ended up trying to do a bit of material with 50 Cent's energy drink, but it never ever worked.
Much was it?
Oh, I can't even mind. But he did this scheme where he went to Africa, and what he did was he posted a picture saying it was in Africa, and he said, every time somebody shares this, I will give a meal to an African child. I'm like, you sick fuck. You've got all the meals sitting there. You got all the fucking a van full of hot dogs and a bunch of Waynes looking at them, and he's not going to.
We're just waiting in these likes rolling in, kids.
I could just
Thanks, John and Cumbernauld.
I could just never make it funny enough. I could never make it funny enough. But I just thought the concept was funny.
You should have phoned me.
50 Cent sat there. 50 Cent sat there at the canteen, going like that. No way, wee man, you need to wait.
Sorry, kids, what I should have done was post it between 1 and 2, because that's people's peak hours.
No, I like the idea I'm sitting in a prefabricated community centre with a man on the door, and they're going, send another one in!
Aye. But no, I could never make it funny enough. Well, I'm just having a wee look. Fucking Akon's worth $100 million.
He owns a water company, I'm sure, as well.
I thought he owned a diamond mine.
He's worth more than 100 million.
But again, that's one of these things that the internet says he's worth 100 million. He's maybe no.
Yeah.
He's probably wrote it himself.
The internet says our podcast's worth 2 million.
Aye, 2.
But Akon, and I've put in DI, and the first auto suggestion is Akon Diamond Mine.
Has he maybe got a song called Diamond Mine?
No, I think that's his full name.
In 2007, I done. Yeah, he bought a diamond mine in 2007. That was fucking before he had these big songs out.
And flooded it.
What was his big songs again?
Lonely,
yep. Bye.
Did he not Smack That? That was the one I was thinking.
How'd that go?
Smack that all over the floor, smack that. Baby, what some more? Smack that.
You slagged my Bristol accent and then you started rapping.
Aye, but I didn't fucking try and do it in an accent.
What was that?
That was
John Gavin and Compton.
No. Smack that. Wasn't he R2D2 saying it?
So we don't have a banhammer this week.
Yeah, we've got a joke competition. We want people to fill in the blanks.
So is this cheating that we've got a Scottish Comedian of the Year.
No, we're not going to offer any suggestions.
Oh,
we
so,
just
so
like
Gavin's
people,
not even getting an option to like put one in.
well, tell them what it is. We've got a wee fill in the blanks.
Right.
We've given no limit on words. You can fill in
Aye,
within reason.
As long as you fill in the blanks. We know somebody that would put a lot of words in to the point that...
Is this what he's doing in this podcast?
No, just this one.
Just this one week.
Gary Black's away and it fucking...
Yeah, that's why we're doing this
goes
one.
to this hack shit.
Wait till you see that. No, you're going to enjoy this.
You are.
See, is this-
you hack bastard.
Is this going to be one of these ones? What's the difference between
No.
internet?
So we need you to write a joke. So as Gary Black is so blank, again, no limit on words, just within reason. He blank, fill in as many words as you want.
Gary Black is so blank, he blank, and that's where the punchline will go. You know how jokes work. You get any band hammers for us?
Are you wanting a bit? I thought you weren't doing one.
If you've got one, you're the guest, actually. I don't have one.
Most of the band hammers I've got are all too easy ones. It's more just like folk no waving when I let them buy in my motor.
You've only been driving for 6 months.
That right fucking annoys the life out of me.
In which situations? Because I might be on board with this.
Do you not blow them a kiss?
No.
Just at the last minute?
Nah.
My gift to you?
It's my opinion, if you take any aversive action to help someone else out, there is a wave required.
Yeah.
That's just decency.
Or a wee flash.
Aye, something. If
Or hazards.
If you've moved out in anywhere, stop to do something else, then yeah, you need to be. That's
a wee double flash of the hazards.
Aye, so that's the end of society there. I get really wound up with that because then I think, fuck, I'm not doing that again. And I go, no, don't let them win. You go again, John. You let that person out first.
Another band hammer would be weddings. I've had too many recently, man. I'd fucking your wedding.
You fucking 2 in a fortnight.
I know.
Jesus.
Fucking had another one just
Fucking
there.
took his wins to them all.
Dunblane,
I mean, that's heats
Dunblane
that's
Hydro.
that's
Is that
heats-
wedding at Dunblane Hydro?
That's heats off the
It's a nice place.
buffet.
It's always warm
It
though.
was on Sunday there.
Did you roll down the hill?
I thought
the
about
front?
it.
Aye.
I have to wear that kilt again to a work do on Thursday. It's a light grey jacket. That would be mental. By the Dunblane Hydro, I was going to drive, and then we got the chance of a room for 50 quid.
So you took it?
We took it, but it was me, my partner, and the 3 girls all in a room. We put 2 single beds together, and the girls slept on them like across the way. And me and my partner had to share a single bed. It was like a camp bed with a good mattress. It was fucking boiling, man. I was.
You think you'd have
sweating
spent a ton, eh?
Well, I was where my mate Quigley got married, and the rooms were fucking roasting anyway.
It
The
was
room
really
was
warm.
horrible as well. Sorry, the Blaine Hydro, we were doing them a terrible service here, but the room was too warm. I remember at the wedding, it was about 6:30, 7 o'clock. We were just finishing the meals, and I went like that when they were picking up the plates. It's fucking roasting in here, innit? And he goes, "Do you want us to turn the air conditioning on in the room?" And we're like, my mate Quigley, who is the most placid guy I've ever met, went off his nut.
Aye.
He's like, "You mean that, like everyone is like down, jackets are off, waistcoats are off, say shirts are unbuttoned before we've even on meals." And then somebody goes, "You want the air
It
conditioner?"
was very,
on?"
very warm.
And then it was cold. We're like, "This is what the-"
Everybody's cutting about like the man from Del Monte.
Is that kind of thing? I would know that if you're wearing the kilt and stuff, that pretty much after the meal, it all just goes to shit. You just see guys doing all sorts of nicks. Their kilts down by their shins.
Aye.
One soaked in. Just one soaked
Have
in.
you got any more weddings to do this summer?
No. That's us done with weddings. I think the next big event we've got coming up is the Doves. You see the Doves? SWG3.
8th of June. You not going to that?
Nah,
How no?
I think I'm down at a gig down south somewhere.
What are you going to see? Some indie shit.
Aye, some indie you would not be a fan.
Who
So
is
I
it?
was,
Yeah, there might be I think that's the Blossoms that
Oh,
week.
fuck off, man.
Aye,
that
Blossoms
synth
and the
pish.
Coral.
Coral are good.
The Coral are good.
They're the
Aye.
main support.
I tried listening to the Blossoms. I like one song. The rest of it was shit. A bit like the Cartinos.
Yeah, and mate, that's my bag. You could hear an indie song and go, "Do you want to like that?"
Just bands that have got a good lead single,
I've
and then the rest of it goes to shit.
I've noticed nobody's ever came at me with a bad suggestion of a band I'd like because they know exactly the type of music I like. So you'll like this, John.
The best.
Do you listen to 1979 or 75
They're
or whatever
they're
they're
actually the
called?
only ones I don't like.
I
So
thought you would have been aware then.
I heard a couple of tunes, but the problem is I heard the lead singer talk and he's a wanker. So I went off him.
That's normally the main hook for
Yeah,
you.
that-
Do you know, it's just an
there's-
obtuse
There's
attitude.
different types of wankers, and he just didn't sit with me.
He's his dad is the boy for Alvy, the same pit.
Aye. Aye, and his
And his
mum's
mum's the
decent
Loose Women.
Denise, aye.
No, really?
Aye.
See Denise Fairless swimming?
That's his
His
mum.
mom.
No.
Aye.
He's
No,
not having me well on.
Mate,
100%.
100%.
Tim Healy is his dad.
Aye. Another one pulled himself up with the bootstraps, fought through the schemes, done the clubs. Oh, my mum and dad are actors.
Tim Healy, the boy from Alfie, the same pet.
They
You know
don't
the guy
like
with me?
they don't like him either.
Puts the songs on and they're like, oh, it's very interesting, son. It's very interesting.
So that is Gary Black is so blank, he blank.
I can't even think anything for that.
Doesn't matter. I think we're going to get some belters in.
Aye.
Gary
Do you know
Black.
what? It can be positive.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
what
it
is
just needs to be funny.
Gary
Aye.
Black is so blank.
He
He
so blank. Something.
blank.
Gary Black is so.
Gary Black is so sexual. He makes Lando Calrissian look like a eunuch.
Yeah.
There you go. That is a joke.
That-
There is no better note to end on than that.
Have a great week. I'm going to give this podcast 3 stars out of 5. Struggling for the chemistry, all talking over one another. It's a bit of a Doug's dinner.
No, I think we've done well. I think there was only a few moments. I think you're over exaggerating.
There was a couple of times I tried to say things and he's were on a wee rant.
It's a bad influence. I normally only look at him.
Gary Black is
No, Conroy,
so...
you're wrong. I think we were alright.
Gary Black is so passive, he makes a podcast work.
See you later. Hello and
Hello.
welcome to the channel. No, you wait till it started.
It's
then
different when
you
you're
go,
on the
"I
other
hate
side of the
Gary."
fence.
No,
It's
you're like,
different when you're
Like,
on the other side, eh?
this doesn't happen in the betting podcast. I'm
Aye.
the boss.
Come on, hot shot.
Hello and welcome to the Trample Bet podcast. Trample Bet.
As such, we've got a show reel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Got a
should we
show
just keep doing this?
No, do it properly.
Okay.